Last weekend, while selling our succulents at the markets, I had a few customers ask why the leaves of their succulents are so soft at the moment. Leaves of succulent plants get soft and squishy for a bunch of reasons. In this video, we'll discuss the main ones. Let's get into it. Here in the southern hemisphere, we're just getting into spring. And in my part of the world, it's been a very warm and dry start. It hasn't rained for over a month and everything, including the air, is super dry. This is very likely the reason why succulents of my customers feel a bit soft and squishy right now. When the soil gets dry, succulents will start using the water stored in their leaves to sustain themselves. This will cause the leaves to get a little soft and all wrinkly. It is a sign that your succulent would like a drink. Some succulents will slow down their growth as there's just not enough water to sustain new leaves or offsets. If the drought continues, the next stage will be yellowing of the leaves and eventually the plant will drop the most dehydrated ones altogether. The progression from a soft to a dead leaf can take months for some succulents, while others, usually the thinner leaved ones, may only take a couple of weeks. Rootbound succulents are often also thirsty succulents. When a plant becomes rootbound, the roots have replaced much of the potting mix in the pot and there's not much in there to hold the moisture. Any water will drain very fast and the plant is likely not going to have enough time to have a proper drink. It will then become dry and pretty much everything we said in the previous chapter will apply. Rootbound plants also don't have very many nutrients to sustain growth and may stop growing even if enough water is provided. A sudden bout of high heat can cause rapid water loss and even leaves going limp in some succulents. Succulents with thinner or long leaves such as Aeonium can be affected. I often see this happening when spring or summer heat comes along or during heat waves. It can also affect succulents that have been living in shade and are suddenly exposed to the sun. If the temperatures are high, the leaves can also suffer burns and it may be best to move plants into a spot where they get afternoon shade or under shade cloth. When seasons are changing, the plants usually sort themselves out. For instance, this Senecio often has soft limp leaves when it starts warming up, but after a couple of weeks they will be good again. I also make sure they get watered if dry. On the other side of the spectrum, when overwatered, succulents may take up so much water their leaves become soft and squishy. This affects some succulents more than others and happens when it's been raining non-stop for days or when the plant has been sitting in soggy potting mix for too long. A telltale sign is the leaf becoming transparent or yellowish. When squeezed, water may start coming through the leaf surface. This can happen to just one leaf, a few or all of them. When it does though, they will die and fall off. Rot is a disease caused by fungus, bacteria and other organisms that feed off dead tissue, but it can spread through healthy parts of the plant. Rot may or may not kill. Sometimes it will only affect a part of the plant, however it can also consume it in its entirety. The roots, stems and leaves that are being attacked by rot will feel squashy and soft. In advanced stages, they will become mushy. Rotting tissue will often be discolored and look yellow-brown. In this stage, it is beyond saving. When any signs of rot are spotted, the affected parts should be cut off and discarded immediately. Sometimes the only salvageable parts will be leaves, but it's better than nothing. If you'd like to learn more about rot, I have a separate video which I will link to in the description. To conclude, these are the main reasons I come across, but if you have experienced any others, do let us know in the comments. And on that note, it's time to end. I hope this video was useful, and if you'd like to learn more about succulents, hit the subscribe button or go to our website succulentgrowingtips.com. Thank you so very much for watching.